Hello all, I'm Kevin Tom with Outer Lives and this is my review for Blues and Bullets Episode 1. Blues and Bullets Episode 1 is the latest entry into a genre of video games which is growing in popularity. I'm talking of course about the episodic, story-driven point-and-click games made most famous by Telltale Games. Developed by a crowd of monsters, this stylized film noir story takes place in and around the time of Al Capone and offers an alternate history to the real-life happenings. However, the story itself, while including Capone, isn't about him at all. Instead, it centres around retired detective Elliot Ness, once a member of the famous Untouchables who took down the notorious gangster. Now retired, Elliot Ness takes on a job which is linked to his final case, which was never solved. I don't want to give away too much of the story, so I won't say any more than that.
But now he's back, and he's dragged me in.
Episodic games like these very much live and die on the dialogue, as gameplay mechanics always take a backseat to the narrative, and for the first half hour of this game it felt like a slow death indeed. Dialogue equated to short snappy sentences without much exposition, which left me feeling somewhat disconnected from the characters.
Then I'll get you a slice of pie. Deal?
I'm kind of in a hurry. What kind?
Blueberry.
It's a deal.
However, as the game progressed, something rather wonderful happened. The gameplay mechanics took centre stage. Firstly, there is a shootout, which to my surprise was actually fun to play, considering I was expecting quick time events. Although rather short, it marked a point in the game where I felt it needed some injection of fun to grab my attention again. Secondly, the detective part of the game started, and this is where I feel the game stands out from other episodic games. While it's very much the usual point and click, you find yourself wandering about an open space, looking for clues and building a storyboard to discover how a rather disgusting crime you stumbled upon happened. While containing a few gory scenes that the more squeamish may find off-putting, it added an extra dimension to the game and certainly made me feel more connected to the detective character.
The initials on the cigarette case don't match his name. The next possibility that needs to be ruled out is that the car was stolen. There should be evidence that there was someone else in the house.
There are some rather dark themes in this game and it very much caters to a more mature audience. If you like the film Seven or games such as LA Noire, this could be right up your street. Remember though, this is only the first episode and clocking in at 2 hours to complete, I feel there is certainly more they could offer the player in terms of dialogue. Like I say, the gameplay mechanics were what really stood out for me, which is unusual for a game like this. But that's probably testament to the underwhelming character interaction as much as the interesting gameplay. I hope the next episode shows us more of the human side of the characters and makes me care for them a little bit more, as the unfolding story looks like it could be really interesting.
Before he left the cell, I rearranged his face.
Overall, it's a bit of a slow burner. It starts off at a slow pace but has an interesting enough story to keep you playing. The gameplay mechanics are surprisingly fun the further you progress into the story, and they keep adding interesting ways to keep you involved rather than just quick time events or dialogue options, although those are still very much a mainstay of the game. The actual dialogue is serviceable, although like I mentioned, lacking slightly. Hopefully as the episodes progress, more dialogue is added to bring the characters to life a bit more. As far as the story decisions are concerned, they're very much telegraphed to you on screen, so you know when you've made a critical choice or not. I would certainly recommend picking this up to play should you be in need of something in between your episodic Telltale games. I feel the potential of a great game is there, it just needs that little extra to make it that great new entry into the genre. Thanks for watching, and if you would like more awesome video game stuff such as news, blogs and reviews, search Outer Lives on Facebook or visit outerlives.net.